just a few weeks.
Out today in Chicago, upslope flow kept us cloudy in Salem with a record 90 degrees. That was the good news.
So, as you might well get up across this area. Once again, an active night in this region. It certainly has been cloudy throughout the day right around. It is still covered under a severe thunderstorm watch, so keep that in mind. Several of the warnings that are in effect, this severe thunderstorm warning for New Jersey, Bergen County, and Hudson County and the adjacent waters there. As you can see, this entire area covered. And also, well, here are the thunderstorms tonight rumbling throughout parts of Connecticut, Massachusetts, and right here through Philadelphia. We'll get a closer look at some of these areas and take you in for the flashing lights. Here in Union and Essex County, some very intense thunderstorms this evening. Farther to the north, across Massachusetts, also some...
Only on the Weather Channel.
You can take a look at one of our latest radars here and see the thunderstorms as they continue to rumble here across Hartford County, right through Massachusetts, and straight down to the southeast corner. Around Bucks County, you've had a severe thunderstorm warning for tonight. Hanover County in Virginia also seeing some severe thunderstorm watch here and also to the northeast. More details are coming up.
Only on the Weather Channel.
few weeks ago.
You're watching the Weather Channel. Accurate and dependable forecasts you can always turn to. And when you're away from your television, the Weather Channel forecast is also available from the following.
I just think about a pint of ice cream and boom, there's a spoon in my mouth. When that little pint calls, I am a refrigerator magnet. And why not? These are brand new Healthy Choice pints. Yeah, pints loaded with the good stuff. A chewy fudge, gooey caramel, cappuccino mocha fudge. They're rich, creamy, only 2 grams of fat. It's magic, and it's all mine. With new Healthy Choice pints, I eat what I like. Time for the big spoon. It's ice cream eating weather now.
Hey, Weed Warriors, this stuff takes 2 to 4 weeks to kill weeds. That's a month. Spectricide's grass and weed killer works in just 24 hours. Quick and painless. Except I'm lying on my keys. Weeds can't hide from Spectricide.
There's a killer out there. Silent knock.
Today you don't hear the knocks and pings that affect your car's performance. You just lose power.
So long, lost power. Hasta la vista, hesitation. Let's take this herd north.
Feel the power. 104 Plus Octane Boost.
104 Plus Octane Boost is available at better auto parts stores.
This look at the Business Traveler's forecast is sponsored by Alliance Capital, mutual funds without the mystery.
The waterlogged Midwest gets a break from the rain, but will it be enough for floodwaters to recede before the next round moves in? A look at the upcoming week's weather next on the Weather Channel.
But first off, a check of what's happening across our nation, and we want to start out first with the severe reports. Just now getting some word in around Great Barrington, which is in western Massachusetts. We have confirmed fatalities. A tornado touched down there earlier this evening, and I believe a state of emergency across the Great Barrington area. That is again in western Massachusetts. Let's take a peek now at some radars, and we'll still find some very, very active weather as we head into the northeast. Now, I know it's kind of tough to see on the National Radar Scope the strength of those storms. We'll zoom in on the northeast in just one moment, but I also want to show you the scope also of what's happening down across the southeast, the deep south, all the way back into the southwest. It's kind of a stormy night. Many states seeing their fair share of some severe weather, and we still have a severe thunderstorm watch in effect here for a good chunk of New Jersey, really. Extreme southern New York and on into southeastern Pennsylvania. Still some strong storms now moving through Connecticut, but that watch does not actually cover that region. We'll zoom on in and we'll find that from Philadelphia, just north of Philly, on up into New York City, just getting clocked right now around the Big Apple with some of those stronger storms. Storms moving on through Hartford, and western Massachusetts clearing out now. A lot of the action now moving on into Boston, but the heavier storms all well to the south of Boston. Going to miss the Boston area, moving on through much of Connecticut and on into Rhode Island, not really affecting Massachusetts quite so much. Here's a closer inspection for you. White Plains mainly getting some rain, but New York City, there are those stronger thunderstorms moving out just across Long Island now and moving on out toward West Hampton. And as you head on up toward Hartford, you can see just south and east of Hartford, probably around East Hartford, getting still some pretty good thunderstorms going on right now. The general movement of these storms is east at about 30 miles per hour, and as you can see, Trenton still seeing some strong thunderstorms as well. These are capable of producing tornadoes. They're capable also of producing some high winds, damaging winds in fact, and some hail, and certainly some heavy downpours with those storms. We move on into the Boston area, mainly rain here. Worcester on the back edge of the rain. Again, notice all the heavy stuff well to the south of Boston and moving to
weeks ago, Texans were cleaning up from a round of nasty weather. That was around Dallas. Today, they're assessing the damage from a powerful tornado in San Angelo.
But the news isn't all bad. Lots of areas saw pleasant conditions, and that includes the Midwest. Memorial Day brought a respite from the recent drenching rain. Could that change? We'll tell you about it next on WeatherScope tonight.
For a scope of coverage you won't find anywhere else, this is WeatherScope Tonight.
Memorial Day weekend draws to a close, and unfortunately many folks found themselves, instead of being able to relax a bit, cleaning up after Mother Nature's wrath. Thanks for joining us. I'm Sharon Rizalton.
And I'm Jeff Morrow. It has been a bad weekend weather-wise, from Saturday when we had numerous tornadoes in Iowa, for one thing, to last night in the Ohio Valley and tonight in the Northeast and back into Texas. Let's get right to it. A cluster of extremely powerful thunderstorms moved through the Cleveland area last night, and it's now official. A tornado crossed through the town of Middlefield in Geauga County, east of Cleveland. That twister was responsible for at least one injury. It also demolished at least four homes and damaged several others. Residents there spent the day surveying the damage and trying to clean up and restore basic service. Also, tornadoes reported in nearby Medina and Summit counties to the west of Middlefield. Meanwhile, down in Atlanta, survivors of a 25-car pileup yesterday insist it was caused by a blinding rainstorm, even though it was probably the only thunderstorm that occurred around the immediate Atlanta area all day yesterday. This one happened to be extremely heavy right on the perimeter, as it's called, Interstate 285, not too far away from Atlanta's Hartsfield Airport. And again, cars just ended up smacking into the back of each other in the blinding rain as they slowed down. Not only in Georgia, but most of the severe weather yesterday was clustered in Indiana and Ohio late last night, and a particularly deadly tornado moved right on through San Angelo, Texas. And Sharon has more on that.
That's right. Some of the most severe storms by far this weekend occurred in Texas. One such storm produced a tornado in West Texas. There was little in the way of rest or relaxation going on in San Angelo today. At least one tornado plowed through the town of 85,000. Flood rescue. Two men sleeping under a bridge near Trinity Creek in downtown Austin were swept away by floodwaters. Fortunately, they were rescued. And what you're seeing now is flooding conditions out of Austin, Texas, where they received 2.8 inches of rain since midnight. Some counties reporting anywhere from 4 to 6 inches of rain around that area. Today, many of the roads and low water crossings remain blocked off across sections of the hill country. Well, let's check things out as we check out the Doppler radar, and we're going to find that indeed, we did have a lot of rain coming down in a short period of time, north and east of Austin, also north of Bryan, Texas. This is an estimate, but it gives you an idea that since around Sunday evening, how much rainfall has come down. Look on the right-hand side of your screen, and there's a little scale there. Areas in orange and red picking up close to maybe 7 or even possibly close to 8 inches. On the current map, we'll find out whether Austin is on tap to see any more rainfall. And it looks like around southern Texas we are going to see some more rain indeed. In fact, still coming down here. Showers, thunderstorms, some of which have been strong. We're still watching things around Llano County, where we continue to have severe thunderstorm warnings in effect. And even around Hill County now, between Waco and Dallas, a severe thunderstorm warning in effect. And just west of Austin, talking about some severe weather, producing a lot of rainfall. So very, very active weather down here across south central Texas, and now getting a little active as we head on up toward the Dallas-Fort Worth area, although most of that is going to be more so in the form of some heavier rain. Let's check things out now. We'll start out first showing you some of the stronger storms up here. We'll take a closer inspection of these around Waco, but just west of Austin, severe thunderstorm warning in effect. These are very slowly moving to the east, and I mean slowly. They don't look, this particular radar doesn't look as it's changed very much in the past couple of hours. We're finding these storms moving about 5 to 10 miles per hour to the east. So eventually, Austin, you're going to see some more rain. And you could see some soakers here with these again because of the very, very slow movement. We'll go a little bit further northward. Again, these storms here severe around Hill County. We'll be watching these as they move off to the east about 15 miles per hour. Be very careful along Interstate 35 from Dallas-Fort Worth back down through Waco. You're going to run into some gusty winds with these storms, possibility of some hail, and no doubt some very, very heavy downpours with them as well. Then we head on into Colorado Springs along
on over through New York and out onto Long Island. Heavy downpours, very gusty winds and hail, a good likelihood with these storms. And